This episode is brought to you by Feels. Become a member today by going to feels.com/CAGcast and get 50% off your first order with free shipping.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 652. I'm your host, GPD, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who's now available for pre-order, Wombat.
Woo! If the site shuts down as you're getting to checkout, just keep trying and refreshing the page. There's plenty of me to go around.
I think I said available.
That's okay.
A bull.
Plenty of me to go around.
Oh, there's just so much excitement, Shipwreck, with the pre-orders just like coming out of nowhere.
That's how they're supposed to come.
It is?
Is it?
Yes.
Dumb.
It's the beauty. I've got 2 ordered so far.
Good for you.
Yeah. I'm not confident in the first one. I ordered one from Walmart. It felt like it didn't go through quite right. Didn't feel like that normal Walmart checkout process. So I'm confident that one might get canceled. And then I got in at Target, which I'm confident will probably go through, but I might get like a week after launch.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's the one that I was able to order for Target for our Cheap Ass Gamer prize winner.
Yeah, I looked at. It's funny. I went to Target and it actually told me I'd be able to pick it up in store, and then I refreshed the page, and then it gave me that week window thing, and now I'm like, whatever. And I didn't pre-order it anyway. I just wanted to look.
It's very stressful. Like nobody's looking for this in their lives right now.
No, that's why I didn't pre-order anything.
I am.
Yeah.
No, but you're not looking for a stressful pre-order process.
I love
right?
this process.
You love why?
It's
the same-
exciting.
This
Well,
is
no,
excitement.
it's
This is
dumb.
this is what happens when you've only had sex with one woman in your entire life.
That you have to get off on getting the
You have to get off on
scoring the
pre-order.
console.
Yeah. Uh huh.
Listen, you may be onto something. It's not a good situation. It's
What? How would you make it better?
You just didn't. You can't make it better. The
I
problem
don't
is
think
it's always going to be
there
bad.
isn't a way to make it better because there's not going to be enough for everybody who wants one. I guess I would say if anything, there should be an order limit. I don't know if there is per person.
Sure, there is.
Is there? Is it only one per person?
Yes.
Yeah, but you
Okay.
can get around it if you're fast enough. But
Right.
yeah, it's all luck of the draw. Like you're in there hammering away, and
Right. Some of us are like hammering away in the bathroom on watching our giant tablets, and some of us are hammering away pre-ordering PS5s.
Mhm.
I was too busy watching the most recent episode of The Vow for this show.
Nice. That's good. That's
That-
good.
to
Is that why you
pre-order
didn't
it.
pre-order?
Yeah, I was too
That's
busy.
why. It's my fault.
Yep. No, I have my reasons why I'm not pre-ordering yet.
I didn't pre-order one for myself, but we are giving another one away at Video Game Deals, so you should look at that
Exciting.
right now. Probably. Yeah, I don't know. We'll talk about the conference.
Well, yeah,
a
we
little
haven't
later.
gotten that far yet.
I watched the whole thing, so you should be very proud of me.
Wow.
I did my job.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, how's the return to school going for everybody? That seems to be what the fans want to hear. Carlos wrote in and asked, "How's the return to school treating your families? My daughter's school has already gone back to quarantine because a student was there last week, had COVID. Now, this is a very small Catholic school, and they only went there 2 days, so it only took 2 days. How many days did it take your school, Ship?
until we get our first one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Emmeline is home. They offered the choice between either being at home or being at school.
There wasn't a hybrid choice?
No, it's not a hybrid choice. You're one or the other.
Huh. Interesting.
That it's the only thing that makes sense, really. If you think about it, like it's like, okay, we're gonna isolate all these kids over here and isolate all these kids over
Right.
here.
Right.
Not to say that there's other options, but it's the one that like makes the most sense if you go by the bubble analogy of
Right.
how to handle this. They've been in school. This is 2.5 weeks now. At her elementary school alone, there's a tracker that they put out there on
They had to make an
school
app.
website.
There were so many kids with COVID.
There's currently 61 kids in quarantine
Sweet.
at her elementary school. I think there's only been 2 or 3 confirmed cases at her at her school, or current confirmed cases, but I don't know. I liked the at home learning option for her.
Right. Well, I think for the smaller kids, they don't trust the kids to stay away from each other, which is smart.
Well, it's I would say they're gonna not stay away from each other because they don't know any better, and they're small. The middle school and high schoolers, some of them may feel like they're invulnerable and don't care as well.
Correct. The high school seems to be having
that's
that
a high
problem.
school kid problem that we
Correct.
yeah
That's
definitely
the
a
high school.
That's a high
Yeah.
school. There's that middle ground where my son who's in 4th grade and he goes in every day 5 days a week wears a mask from the moment he gets on the bus to the moment he gets home from the bus, and they have plexiglass walls around each desk.
What about on
There's
the
only
bus?
12 students in his room.
And they have to strap the kids to the side of the bus, actually.
The bus is only one kid per seat now.
convertible.
The buses are half capacity, and the classrooms are also half capacity, and all the desks are all spread out. Like I said, with plexiglass walls and the masks all day. They eat lunch at their desk. They have gym at their
They
desk.
eat plexiglass, actually, for
They
lunch.
eat plexiglass.
How do you do gym at your desk?
They, you know what they
wrestling.
started to teach them? They stand up behind their chair and they do yoga.
That's actually pretty good.
That's what they do.
Yoga's good. They should, they could work with the desk, too, as like a
Yeah.
prop in the chair.
It's like it's better than homeschooling in the sense that there's interaction with the teacher and he gets to at least see his friends and wave hello.
Yeah. It's a good idea. That's a good idea.
So, but
I
it's
support
also, I mean, I guess it's as safe as you could do it if you're going to be there. It's socially distant, very socially distant, and they're so far been very strict about it. I'm going to knock on something because there's been no cases yet, and it's been a couple of weeks. My daughter is every other day. It's one day on, one day off. She her class is only 9 students, and they stay in the room all day. Also, they don't leave. They have gym at their desk.
Yeah.
Same yoga. And they also she also has when the kids that are home though, they're supposed to go outside when they have gym in the back in their yards. Like if you have a yard, you could go in your yard.
Right.
Because
Just like the dog.
homeschooling, because the teacher's teaching the kids at home and the kids in the class at the same time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's one teacher teaching.
How does that work?
She has it
Probably
up.
not great.
They have the camera on the teacher, and she could see who's on at their homes, and she could call on the kids at home because it's supposed to feel like an 18 kid class, even though there's only 9 people in the room and 9 people at home.
Huh. Wonder
Yeah.
how that works.
So far, it's whatever. It is what it is. So, yep,
Well, yeah.
yeah.
I think the kids want to see their friends, and hopefully they can see them from 6 feet away with masks on. And that's
Yeah, also
good
masks on.
enough.
It's funny though. Everyone was like, "Oh, the kids they're not going to be able to handle wearing masks all day. They're going to hate it. They're not going to know. They're going to be so uncomfortable all day."
Don't give a
Elliot
shit.
comes home. It'll be like an hour, and we'll be like, "Buddy, you can take the mask off."
It's part of me now, Dad.
Yeah, he forgets. He completely forgets.
Right. It's good. I will tell you, I've come to really appreciate the mask when I go into a public restroom somewhere, and it normally doesn't smell. It's not going to smell that great anyway. And you have the mask on, and it's like it's totally. I can
smells
just hang
even
out
better.
in here.
Yeah. Well, what you're supposed to do is sook the mask in the urine.
No,
and
no,
then
stop.
put the
That's
mask-
disgusting.
then
And
put
or
the
like when
mask
you're
on.
walking through like a smelly part of town. I don't know what kind of smelly part of town you might have.
Hell's
But-
Kitchen. I don't know.
Yeah. Like I'm not in the city anymore, but like
Yeah,
you can imagine that, and you're like, oh, you got the mask on, it's fine, like no problem.
Yeah.
Actually, the other day we went for a walk, and there was like mulch or like horse shit. I don't know what it was, but it smelled really bad.
Fertilizer.
Yeah, it smelled horrible, but we had our masks on and we masked up, and this is like, hey, I'm gonna hang out in this horse shit.
Yeah.
All right.
I keep a stick of like mint gum inside of my mask, like when I'm not wearing it.
To keep it minty fresh.
Yeah, so then it's minty fresh when I put it on.
We wash them in Woolite in the sink.
I roll mine up into a ball tightly and leave it in my pocket.
I'm sorry, I'm choking on water.
It's fine. You're just hearing my hot tips.
I know.
Are we ready for some show feedback?
Do you have anything else to talk about?
Oh yes, I do.
Ah!
I do. I'm playing ping pong with Mikey, the Twitch superstar bike messenger extraordinaire, on Friday at 10 a.m. Watch his stream. It's I'll tweet it later, but it's MIEKKI.
Yeah, that's it.
Is it?
I don't know.
Why would you say that then?
Because I'm a dick.
Why are you lying to me? Anyway, I'm very excited to take my table tennis tour live on Twitch to to get people more interested in ping pong. Seriously, I'm very excited. Yeah, this is my new mission in life. You know how some people want to spread religion? I'm a crusader for table tennis. Is that okay?
Great.
Is that good?
Yep.
It's the best religion, really. Nobody gets hurt. You get good
do
exercise.
I get,
you burn a lot
stripes,
of calories.
Do I get stripes on my sash if I get better at table tennis?
Yes. The vow reference for people who don't know what he's talking about. Yeah. So Friday morning. That's why we're doing the show a day early this week, so I can edit the show tomorrow, Thursday.
Although if we get more people watching this stream than a normal show, we might have to reconsider what day we do it.
Thursday night football is a thing we're competing against now.
Right. People were happy that you could watch your Bengals tomorrow night.
And gymnastics. We have gymnastics now on Thursday nights. Oh boy.
Maybe we'll be switching to Wednesdays then.
His class is down to 3.
It's good. You get more for your money.
Oh yeah, it's great. There's only, like I said, there's only 3 kids and the gym is empty because they only allow 1 class at a time. So it's 1 3-kid class in this airplane hangar sized gymnasium.
It's good.
I'm all right with that.
That's how you don't get COVID.
That's how, and how you get a son that goes to the Olympics.
Must be all that yoga at the desk.
Exactly.
Really. It's going to be a lot of kids who are really into yoga. Early.
It's not a bad thing.
No, yoga's awesome.
So we're going to cut into the kickball market.
Kickball. I used to be good at kickball.
Yeah.
I was good at those fake sports like kickball and dodgeball.
Do you know if you're not good at kickball anymore?
I don't know. Who knows? I would probably still be good, I would think. And dodgeball, I would imagine. Let me know if there's a dodgeball league. I'll do ping pong and dodgeball.
There's got to be a dodgeball league. There's got to be a Long Island dodgeball league.
Not now. You're throwing coronavirus at people.
I don't know.
Projectiles.
My gym sent out an email today that says open gyms and lunchtime basketball are starting back up on Monday.
How does that work? How do you play basketball?
It does it?
You don't have to wear a mask?
You don't go. That's how it works.
You only have to wear a mask if you're not playing basketball.
That's ridiculous. That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Because, you don't breathe hard when you're actually playing the sport. That's when you're like...
Right. And you can only play half court is the other stipulation.
Isn't it better if it's full court?
Yes, you're more spread out if it's full court.
I didn't like playing basketball particularly because you had to be so close to the people and touch the other people. I didn't like touching like sweaty people. So I had a tough time playing basketball. So I feel like this is bad for coronavirus, just based on my previous experience.
I think I'm probably just going to shoot in my driveway and do that rather than playing half-court basketball with close contact with other people that I haven't seen in 8 months or something.
Right, and you're dripping. It's just it's so gross.
Yeah. You're all up in each other's business.
Like, and nobody's in shape, so everyone's breathing very hard the whole time.
Right, because nobody's been playing for 8 months.
Right. Yep. Show feedback.
Sure, I have some.
Do it.
Sure, Andrew Ryan has to say, I wish Ship spoke up more, but then again, who the fuck could get a word in edgewise with Wombat's inane, unseasoned chatter? Seriously, in the early episodes, Wombat's bubbling banter was charming, but as the years go on, it seems a more desperate plea for attention. Hey, Wombat, enjoy the fact that I said your name 3 times. Now kindly shut the fuck up.
I am shocked that your mom went through all this trouble to create this anonymous account to send this feedback in. It's really weird. I feel bad.
My mother doesn't swear.
I read this earlier today. I was surprised to see that you put it on the outline.
Well, I
I
can't
felt
help it.
bad after I read it.
I don't want people to think that I don't put that I don't read everything and that I'm afraid to put comments like this in the show. Also, that guy's a
What?
dick. So.
I think, yeah, it's not nice to say that. I mean, come on. Do
You
we
had
really
nice things
need...
to say about me.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
that's
how,
true.
like that's the sign that you know that there's a problem.
Shipwreck's probably going to speak the same amount no matter what, I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter. If we let Shipwreck say whatever he wanted, like just talk when he wants and we just didn't say anything, it would be periods of silence that are about 15 minutes long and the occasional you go woofs and that would be the end.
Right. That is, well, that's why we have him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm popping up Mikey, the correct spelling of Mikey. Oh, no, I'm not popping up. God. Oh, wait. Maybe. I don't know. Nothing's working. Never
Well,
mind.
Never mind. Okay, back to
That's
Shipwreck.
mean. You shouldn't post comments like that for anything.
You know what?
anywhere.
You don't like me. You can let me know. The real answer is you don't like me. Why listen?
The only
He's trying
time you
to
should
hear-
post
Trying to
something.
hear me and Cheapy.
Well,
Right, you read the comment, right? The
Well,
feedback
the
was pretty
Read
clear.
it very clearly there.
Cheapy, we all know the average wombat lover listens to the show for 15 minutes, but
Exactly.
the average wombat hater listens to the show for 45 minutes.
Yes, excellent private parts reference.
Thank you. That was for you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly like the Stern Show Reddit, by the way. Every
Yeah.
post on there is how much Howard sucks. There's not one positive post on there. And it's just people spending their day posting like how much they hate Howard and how they wish he would retire or try to get him canceled or something. And it's the Howard Stern Reddit. There's no other Reddit that's active really. It's weird, Wombat.
Yep.
So my point is the only time you should post a comment like this on the internet is if you're reviewing some product on Amazon that sucks. You can write that the product sucks and it ruined your life, but
Aren't we on Amazon Podcast now? Are we not on there yet?
we're not on there yet.
Okay, good.
We
So
probably-
don't leave these comments then.
Remember when I left a negative comment for the Ring camera and they emailed me directly 2 or 3 times and then called my house unsolicited, pretty much unasked? That wasn't worrisome.
That happened to me once. I commented on something for Red Robin, the hamburger place.
What was the comment? I gotta know.
And I meant it too. The service at our local location was really slow, and I'm like, hey, the service at my local location is really slow. That was, I think, the whole comment.
Right.
They sent me a private message. They asked if it was appropriate to call me. Then they email me, and I spoke to someone on the phone, and they said they were going to talk to management. And then a month later, the location shut down. So
Interesting. So you cost those people their jobs.
yeah, I'm the worst. To be fair, the service was really bad.
Apparently.
Yeah.
But
So.
also to be fair, never-ending fries.
I know. Well, that was sort of the problem. Like, we would go in, and my kids were like, "We get fries." I'm like, "Sure, you get fries." Like, "Oh, great!" And the woman would come up and go, "Can we get you? Should I bring out the fries now?" And we'd say, "Sure." And we'd be finished with our food, and she would bring out the fries. Like, it would take that long for it to come out. And I'd be like, "This doesn't seem right." And apparently, that's not how it's supposed to be. I don't know.
Did you go farm potatoes after eating there?
I would have had French fries faster.
Does this look like a man who's had
All he could eat. I know, seriously. It wouldn't even be me because I would usually get the sweet potato fries, which no one else likes. They all wanted their fries. Stupid kids. I blame my children on that one.
Marge, where did you go after eating dinner? We went straight home. Marge, reminder, you're under oath.
Are you really gonna
We
just
drove around all night looking for another all-you-can-eat seafood place. And then when you couldn't find one,
We went fishing.
went fishing. Sorry.
Yes. Okay.
It's a law. It's a New York State law that I have to recite that at the appropriate times.
Gotcha.
Yes. More show feedback?
Sure. Gay Punk has to say, as a childless adult who still loves to watch cartoons, We Bear Bears can hold my attention. That's rare, and I can appreciate it on all fronts. Having seen the We Bare Bears movie last week that Chippy made fun of me for, I felt that was appropriate. He also says thanks to Wombat for letting me send him stuff. It was an honor. The stuff is awesome. It's all being put into good use. And he's a huge fan of both Wombat and Ship. And he assumes if Ship is being quiet, that he is more exhausted and not because I'm talking over him. Yeah.
There's somebody missing.
Oh, yeah, no, he doesn't like you.
So far.
I thought that was pretty obvious by the comment. He just doesn't like you.
But I stayed out of this other guy's sites.
Right.
You'll
Andrew
be
Ryan.
dead.
I stayed out of Andrew Ryan's site, so I figured, I can't really complain.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all working out.
Yep.
I want to remind everybody that we're still raising money for Children's Tumor Foundation. Neurofibromatosis, or NF, is an under-recognized genetic disorder that can cause tumors to grow on nerves throughout the body. NF occurs in 1 in 3,000 people and affects millions of people worldwide. NF can lead to blindness, abnormalities, cancer, deafness, disfigurement, learning disabilities, and disabling pain. And I have a URL that you can donate to our campaign to. It's tinyurl.com/CAGcast That's tinyurl.com/CAGcast. And we got some feedback from a listener, Liquid Snape. He says, as someone who has NF, I really appreciate your efforts to help fight it. Thanks for the fight and the several years of the podcast. So, yeah. We also have a raffle going on. So I will have more details about the raffle, including a Cyberpunk 2077 controller as a prize. But don't worry, all the donations are, you'll be entered retroactively. So don't sweat it. And now it's time for Watch This Bitches. Wombat.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were going to bring this up again.
No, we
You're
won't.
being-
I'm
okay.
not an animal wombat. I won't talk about how I'm playing ping pong on Friday at 10 a.m. twice on one show on Mikey's channel. I would never
Good,
do that.
I appreciate that.
But we have big news that you finally watched the show that I told you to watch.
Yeah, I put on the HBO app thing, whatever it's called, HBO Max.
Yes.
Okay. I put on the HBO Max and I'm sitting on the couch with my wife. And I said, which of these things would you watch if you would watch any of them? She goes, actually, I wanted to see The Vow. And I said, who knew? And we watched it together, all 4 episodes so far that there have been.
And was it a good recommendation?
It was a good record. Well, I knew it was going to be good. I don't think that was ever in question.
Right.
I just didn't know if it was going to tell me things I didn't already know.
And?
I actually would say it did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a lot of it's all first-hand accounts. I mean, the thing that's amazing about it is that the guy, one of the people who is getting out of this cult is a filmmaker, and he was basically filming a lot of footage for the cult for them to use as sales tools, basically.
It's also crazy to me. I mean, I guess that's the intoxication of greed, that how much money they were making legally and how successful they were legally, where if he didn't just have that turn of being a total, extortionist, sex slave owning creepazoid, like if you took that all away.
Well, I don't know if that other part was legal either. I don't remember. I don't want any spoilers for anyone, including me, especially me.
That's the first episode. I'm talking about the first episode.
Yeah, but I thought I remember from the news that it was like multi-level. There was a multi-level marketing component to the charges against them, but I could be wrong.
Oh, like a pyramid scheme.
Yeah,
style.
I thought there was. So
that part I think also was, but that was part of the DOS more so than the classes.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay. That. There you go.
If
Let me ask you this question: do you feel
Yes.
like because Ben Gilbert took my recommendation as well and watched The Vow, and he tweeted out that he has no sympathy for the people who get sucked into these situations. That
Why
seems
not?
pretty cold to me.
Yeah, no, I feel sympathetic for the people. Like I said, if you look at the classes and what he, and if that's what you were going for, there are a lot of self-help classes. There's your Tony Robbins and your whatnots, and people make a lot of money doing this. Or I don't know, religion.
Definitely. Yeah,
Yeah,
of course. But
yeah.
he's saying all nonsense. It's just like verbal diarrhea, you know?
Yeah, so is everything. So is religion. People still believe that.
Hey, I believe religion.
Guy got
wouldn't-
eaten by a whale.
I don't
Give
think
me
that's
money.
verbal. This guy's just making shit up on the spot and, basically telling people what they want to hear or challenging them and he knows.
I think he was challenging people's sensibilities and trying to show them how to combat their fears. I'm not saying what he was saying was right. I'm just saying that if it was just the classes,
Right. He could have kept this train
he
going.
could have kept that train going legally
He
and
had to
been a
get laid
very
a lot.
wealthy man.
And he seems like he could get laid probably just fine. He must have been into some really, I don't know the details, but he must have been in some really like interesting.
Yeah, he could have been just some rich guy living in Albany who had classes and books.
Yeah, there's a sex component to this shit.
That it's when he takes that turn into creepy sex crimes guy.
Right.
That it's like, if you just didn't have that part of you.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not so much into that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know. And I'm surprised because the guy's not like a great looking guy. He's
He's just a
average
normal-
white guy.
Yeah. yeah.
average fucking white
But
guy.
he is the
about him.
smartest man in the world,
According to him.
according to that guy who filmed the documentary.
Right. But it's just amazing. And Ally Mack, from what's the show?
From Smallville.
You can see in the footage she like falls in love with him instantly.
Yes,
You can just
I
see
saw
the-
that. That was the most recent episode.
And I was like, he looks like, I don't know, who does he look like?
He just knew how to talk to people and how to get them to,
He
get
looks
them to that point
ridiculous.
where he was saying what they wanted to hear and making them feel better about themselves. And he was
But that doesn't
teaching
make people
how
want
to
to
do
fuck
that.
you, I feel, generally speaking.
Yeah, it does.
I guess. I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, the vow's amazing.
But that's what I learned from this is that if I could find out what he was teaching in the classes and just
Yeah.
sort of harness the classes, because
Yeah.
creepy sex is honestly something I'm not interested in, I could make the class money. I just got to
Your
figure out
own
how to
cult?
set.
Is that what
Yeah,
it is?
Wait, what? You're saying if you can get access to his
I
classes, you
could
can
get
repackage it and as
yeah,
like
and
something
repackage
else?
it as something new.
Why don't you make your own?
The wombat approach.
Wombat, what you do is you rent a Lamborghini.
What's a cult that's already made for him?
He doesn't want to do any of the work.
I want
Yeah.
prefab cult.
Right.
Just do what everybody else does. You rent a Lamborghini.
Rent a cult?
And you rent a nice house. You film a couple videos in it, and then you say,
No, that's the Tiger King. That's in the Tiger King. I don't want to wind up like that.
everybody. That's all of them.
They all wind up addicted to meth. I just want two
Oh,
people
you're too
that
good for
aren't
meth?
me. Yeah, I'm too good.
La di da, Mr. French guy. The other great HBO Max show is Raised by Wolves. Did you watch that, Wombat?
No, I watched The Vow. Remember we discussed that.
It's all
I'm
because
sorry,
you
I've
feel
been too busy.
You don't need to make excuses. Yes or no.
I'm
it's
making
fine.
my PowerPoint for my new classes.
What's the name of your Nexium? Was the name of the cult from the Vow? What's
know.
yours going to be?
Mine's gonna be
Nexium 2.
Not Nexium. That's what it's gonna be called, guys.
No,
this
no,
is
no, I got it. I got
New
it.
Nexium.
No,
Nope.
it says not Nexium right on the sign.
Nexium Plus.
Oh, there you go.
Can't beat it. Yeah, Wombat. How much? I think you have to. You may not be able to charge. He was probably they're probably charging like $3,000 a class.
I know, right?
You may have to charge like
$2,500
$9.99.
They were charging $2,500 a class in 2006, and that guy had that going for 11 years.
Oh, you actually know the price? You checked the price?
They said it in the first
Oh,
episode.
okay.
The 3-day intensive was $2,500 in 2006,
Right, that's good.
and he had like 6 locations.
Oh my God. Yeah, I could do a whole separate show about podcast about that. I like
know,
how their headquarters are in Albany because
It's
cheap as fuck. And it's
It's
just like-
cheap.
and it's depressing. So nobody wants
Yeah.
to go outside, and you can really indoctrinate people there. All right, Raised by Wolves. Please watch it. It's the best show. We have one more episode, and then we're totally caught up. We've just been watching that. We haven't been playing any games. We've just been watching The Vow and Raised by Wolves, alternating every night until we're caught up with both of them. It's really a high-quality show, Wombat. Hopefully by next week, you'll have watched it. If you like science fiction at all, I think you'll really enjoy it. There's twists even in the first episode, and you'll get hooked immediately in the first episode. It's none of this
I don't like fiction.
It's none of this slow build shit.
But
where
it's not real.
You know how, Wombat, I tell you sometimes you have to hang in there for a few episodes?
Mm-hmm.
You're in right away. You're just like, your jaw is dropped in the first episode. That's my guarantee.
It's not a question of not wanting
No,
to
you're going to
watch
find
it.
the time. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Hopefully by next week, you could at least watch the first episode because I think you really like it. Laura, you know what? Laura would really like it too.
Jew holidays are this weekend. So we'll see if I can fit that in.
Laura would like it, Wombat, for real.
She said flat out no. So.
But it's about parenting.
Yeah, I think that's the last thing she wants to watch about.
Parenting, but
yes. Unless it says Hallmark Channel in the corner of it, there's no way.
Not the it's like the evil opposite of a Hallmark Channel family movie.
Exactly. It's not going to happen.
Okay, fine.
But the woman from The Vow was in the Hallmark movie that she watched the other day.
All right. That's great to know. All right, let's move on. Let's do a quick shout out to our sponsor, Feels. Do you experience stress from possibly trying to order a next generation console? Or maybe anxiety from trying to pre-order a next gen console? Or chronic pain from sitting at a computer too long from trying to pre-order a next gen console? Well, you're not alone. Many people have these problems. Feels is premium CBD delivered directly to your doorstep, and Feels says it naturally helps to reduce stress, anxiety, pain, and sleeplessness. Feels is easy to take. I can tell you from experience that it couldn't be easier. In fact, here it is right here. I'm going to take it right now. Here we go. We're going to put it in this medicine dropper. Shipwreck loves this part. It's his favorite. Put it in there. It's easy. Let it sit there. It's great. Feels works naturally to help you feel better. There's no high, hangover, or addiction. And if you're new to CBD, Feels offers a free CBD hotline and text message support to help guide your personal experience. Wombat, read this because I have Feels dripping down my face right now.
Join the Feels community to get Feels delivered to your door every month. You'll save money on every order, and you can pause or cancel anytime. Become a member today by going to feels.com/CAGcast, and you'll get 50% off your first order with free shipping. That's FEALS.com/CAGcast to become a member and get 50% automatically taken off your first order with free shipping.
Thank you, Feels. And thank you, Wombat. It's hard to read. You're not supposed to talk when you put the Feels under your tongue because it then comes down your chin, as you might understand. Okay, new releases, Ship. I sort of bootlegged the new releases this week. I don't know if I covered stuff
together here. That's all right. It's all good.
Okay.
So, Spelunky 2, that's out.
Have you been playing that?
I have not yet. I want to. I never finished the first one, but I liked playing the first one. I just never committed all the way to it. I'm interested in Spelunky 2. Is it only out on PS4?
Oh,
Yes.
right? I don't know.
It might be on Steam. Maybe? PC? Feels like something that would also be on PC. Yeah.
It's got to be
PC on the
PC.
26th, according to the chat.
Oh, so PS4 got the little early
little
launch
bump.
on that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Little early launch.
I have a copy of Super Mario 3D All Stars that'll be coming this week as well. So
Exciting.
Ooh.
yeah,
I've been
I'm looking
seeing
forward
mixed
to that.
reviews on that.
Sure.
People are complaining that Nintendo didn't really do anything. They just sort of threw these games
They
on there. It's not
put
much.
some emulators and some ROMs on there and sold it back to us.
Excellent. That's how I like my games.
Because that's all they have to do, and people will buy it.
Romulation.
Yeah, I mean, you look at like all the remasters and everything that everybody does for all these other games, and Nintendo just very rarely does anything to polish stuff up. I don't know. I'll still play it. My kids will have fun with it. It'll be fine. I'll
Sure.
play some Super Mario.
Your kids will not complain that they Nintendo did not
They're not going to know. That's
Proper
the thing
tribute.
is like the people who haven't played these games before, they're not going to know. They're going to be like, all right, yeah, I'm going to play some 3 Mario games that everybody loves, and they're going to play them, and they're going to be fine.
Sure.
But yeah, if you're going to go pixel hunting and figure out if it's truly emulation or not, you're going to be disappointed pretty much every time with Nintendo. But you're still going to buy it, so you're not that disappointed. Like you're still going to give them all your money.
I'm not.
Well, no, you're not, but you're not disappointed that they didn't remaster
That's
you.
true.
Right.
Right.
But maybe I would have bought it if they put some
No.
effort into it. I wouldn't have
No.
bought it. No.
No. If they looked at the number of people that would have bought it
Oh yeah.
versus the people
They've
that
done
didn't
that.
buy
I'm
it.
sure they've done that.
Yeah,
And
they've done
that's
it.
why.
It's like, why would we do that? That's
Right.
dumb.
Right.
Like, why would we remaster this? You don't make any more money. Just put
Right.
put out the ROMs. It's
Right.
fine.
Yep.
Um,
Because Nintendo is the company that really cares about the customer, according to the internet. That's what I read on the internet.
they
They don't care about making money. They care about the customer. Microsoft and Sony, they care about money. But Nintendo is all about good feelings and just, whatever. If we happen to make a few bucks by putting our products out there, that's great.
So
But
good.
as long as the customer is happy, that's their way, from what I've read.
Good. It's nice. It's nice.
Yeah. What
Did
else
you
we
get on
have?
The Nintendo Online service. Is that where you check that out? We have Earth Defense Force 5.
They have a lot of those.
That is. Are we up to 5 of those?
It could very well
I'm
be.
gonna assume so because that's what you.
Those
just
are
told
fun.
me.
You can't really go wrong with those.
Mm-mm. And this BPM bullets per minute game, they sent me a code for that. I have not had a chance to play it.
What is that? I thought that was a VR game.
No, this is one of the rhythm-based first-person shooters where you shoot and jump to the beat and everything.
Yeah, I want to do that. I want to jump to the beat.
I do too.
I want to shoot people and jump to the
wanna
beat.
do that. I just have not yet, but
Okay.
I don't play a lot of PC games, but that was one that was like, that one looks pretty entertaining. I
Yep.
might try that.
Cool.
Anything else on here that is standing out to anybody? You gonna get Crisis remastered?
No.
I'm
Is
good.
is that the first? That's
Yes.
the first Crisis?
Yes.
And it's remastered
Yes. Great.
right now. They've remastered
Sure.
it right now.
Why not?
Okay.
All right. I think that's it. I think it's time to talk about the Sony event.
Yeah. Did you do we have the list of stuff?
I made notes.
Excellent.
I am prepared
I think I can
because
remember most of it in my head.
it wasn't that much,
It was.
but at least I have the order and stuff.
I was, to begin with, I was pretty disappointed that we just got fed trailer after trailer after trailer after trailer again.
What were you?
What were you expecting?
Exactly?
I was expecting something like here's some pomp and circumstance for our console.
Like
Here's-
maybe they should have shown them like here's the console, here's what happens when you boot it up, here's what the new UI is like, and now we're gonna start a game you haven't seen before, and then it goes into a trailer.
Is that what you're saying, Jip?
some of that, yeah, some of that, some of like here's a quick blurb, a little demonstration of how PS4 games work on PS5. Here's
Something showing the thing working, doing something.
something. Not
do it-
just-
showing-
Here's what makes the new controller so unique. When you push here, it turns the thing on.
I will say this for sure, Shipwreck.
Shipwreck.
Shipwreck makes a good point, and when you start off your conference with a thing on the screen that says, "Hey, this is running off a PC," and our new console is coming out in in a couple months, you're like, "Wait, what? What are we watching? Why
Wait,
are you
why are
leading
we
with this?
What?
Why is this the
You
first?"
you already sold us on Spider-Man. It still looks great.
Well, no, Spider-Man wasn't running on a PC. That was Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it was Final Fantasy. I was talking
Sure,
about.
but you started off the conference with that slogan, like right off the
Yeah,
top. So
that
it's
was
like,
the first thing that came on. I was like, "Wait, isn't this the PS5 thing?
um,
Are you trying to sell PS5?" I mean, it didn't slow anybody down from buying a PS5 after.
no,
Yeah,
but-
of course
They're,
not.
they're sold
It's-
out. That's it. It's done.
But
But
yeah,
there
it is
wasn't-
weird. That was weird.
Like there wasn't even a mixture of like, and here's somebody playing a portion of the game for too long.
Right. Have we learned too much or nothing?
Right. I felt like we were gonna beat that Spider-Man game by the end of that conference.
Right. Right.
It looks great.
How many costumes does Miles Morales have? I only know really 2.
I wouldn't know.
Right?
They
How
can
many does
make
he
as
need?
many as they want.
Right.
I guess. But
Seems like he's
that
getting
was...
electrocuted with superpowers in this one or something. Like,
Well, he has the electricity
He
powers.
has electricity.
oh, I
powers.
don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Seriously, what is your problem?
I watched the
What is your
Spider-Verse. He
problem?
didn't shoot anybody with electricity in Spider-Verse.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, I was getting popcorn. I don't know. Yeah, it looks good. I mean, you know what? To be honest, it looked like shit because I was watching a 1080p 30 frame per second YouTube live stream, and really couldn't have looked any worse. Pretty much. Every game.
It still looked. The Spider-Man game still looked pretty good though.
Yeah, but you have to like imagine like what it's
I
going to
know.
look like.
I'm glad that it looks good on the YouTube because I'm going to be playing it on the PlayStation 4.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, that was, I guess, news out of this. It's not surprising news.
I predicted that, and I think I predicted the prices, but I don't know if I got the prices.
They also
right.
Did they kind of hint that there wouldn't be free upgrades, or?
That's the part of the conference that I'm missing, right?
Yeah.
It's the like, how does your ecosystem work? What ecosystem am I buying into? Or why would I trust you with the digital only version, which you've not built any trust with me on you having backwards compatibility? And some stuff came out afterwards that like 99% of stuff is backwards compatible.
Right.
But I still don't understand how. Like, do I just download the games again?
Just plug in your PlayStation 4 into the special port in the PlayStation 5. And then you can play your PlayStation 4 games now. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Chip. It was pretty dry of information. And then
it was even to the point it was like people were wondering like, okay, well, is the only difference between them the disk drive? It is,
right?
But they still could have like had that as a selling point, particularly with how somewhat confusing the Xbox model is.
It sounds like they're not making too many of the diskless ones.
What'd you call me?
Dickless. It's true. Yeah, it's true.
It's true. It's true, Your Honor. This man has no dick.
And maybe it's sort of just like so they could say, "Hey, starting from $400, PlayStation 5." You know,
it's a good move.
It sounds like GameStop doesn't have too many of those to sell, according to anecdotal evidence from our sources.
But would GameStop want to sell that many of those?
No.
Right.
Definitely
so
not.
maybe they did not request too many of those.
That's a good point as well.
Yeah.
At this point, I think GameStop will want to sell whatever the fuck they can sell, and if there's another $100 into their revenue, then they'll fucking take it. We're still talking about
to the games. We had
games.
the Final Fantasy.
So the Final Fantasy. There's a Final Fantasy game coming out. I know you guys are both big Final Fantasy fans.
Yes.
Played all of them, beaten all of them.
Yes, it's a console exclusive, I believe.
Yes, it's a console exclusive. Sure, I fully believe that will come to Xbox
at some point,
a year or two down the road. Console and PC, it looked like a modern day Final Fantasy game. I believe you called it Fancy Nights.
Yes, and then on my notes here, I wrote it wrong and I wrote Dandy Nights, but that works fine.
I think Dandy Nights is better.
Yeah, it is better. Thank you, Google Documents, and my big thumbs for not being able to type. Then they showed, after Spider-Man, they showed Harry Potter's Legacy. Is that what it's called?
I think it's just Hogwarts.
Hogwarts Legacy?
Yeah.
Shipwreck was so funny in our chat. He wrote, and now, to talk about the game, here's JK.
I
mean, they're gonna have to distance themselves, I guess. I don't know.
I don't think you have to.
They don't have to.
The Harry Potter license, it can be liked and her be an idiot at the same time.
Yes, those are not mutually exclusive things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What is this game?
I think it's the game. I think it's supposed to be a role-playing game where you create your own wizard and go to Hogwarts.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure, yeah, it sounds good. It looked really good. The graphics.
And then you
look
learn
really
how to
good.
be a wizard.
I think that's appeals to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
It looked good.
Yeah.
Can't say it didn't look good.
I'll need to see a little bit more structure to it, I think.
I think there's structure to it.
I don't know.
I'm sure there's structure.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure you fight. There's like, some big rats you have to fight at the start of the game.
In a basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to use a broom to hit them.
Mm-hmm.
Then they showed Black Ops Cold War. Like Call of Duty, like always 60 frames per second. That's like the standard. And then, here it is in 30 frames per second. That looks whatever. I don't even know.
Right. That's the problem with having like the trailer after trailer too, is like you hit games like Call of Duty and you're like either really into Call of Duty or you're just, I'm
Gives
out.
two
Like,
shits. Yeah.
Finally, RC cars and Call of Duty. It's about time.
Right. Yeah.
haven't they had that for like 12 iterations? of
I
this?
don't know.
They're bigger now, the cars.
Yeah.
They're better.
Send out your RC drone and blow up an airplane.
Right. I just want to play as Reagan in Deathmatch. Can I do that or not? Just tell me now.
In zombies.
It's gonna be pretty. Can I play as like actor Ronald Reagan with the cowboy hat and everything?
The Gipper.
That would be ideal.
Well, here are the zombies.
So, it's not anymore. Then they showed Resident Evil 8,
Yep.
which
looks interesting. It had that weird, and then it kind of ended with the shopkeeper from Resident Evil 4, but he didn't say what are you buying. And I was like, well, this sucks.
Because he doesn't
PS5.
say that.
Yeah.
What are you buying? What are you trying to buy?
What are you trying to buy?
What
That's
are you
say.
trying to pre-order?
You are blocked. Games that can you imagine people trying to buy PS5s from GameStop getting the message you are
Well, there's
blocked?
imagine people trying to buy a PS5 from a guy in a coat.
That's yeah. I think at this point,
Probably
What are you
going to be how you
buying?
get them.
yeah. Eventually, yeah.
What do you buy? Hey kid, come over here.
Can you just imagine the GameStop tech guys like getting yelled at by the managers? Like, how can it say you're blocking the customers? Why does it say you're blocking the customers? Why this is the worst thing that could possibly happen? I mean, anything is better. A plain white page is better. Don't say you are blocked. That's the worst thing. I mean, anything would be better. Literally anything. Like a picture of a penis would be better. Well, maybe not.
Chris Evans would agree with you.
I don't know that he would. Then they showed this game Deathloop, which I still don't really understand what's happening in that game.
But you
It
at
looks
least were
interesting.
interested by it.
I was interested because I didn't know. I was trying to figure out what was happening, and I couldn't by the end of the.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's
Fine, got my attention.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I wrote console exclusive on there, so
Yes, it is.
it probably is.
It is. I'm telling you, it is.
Because they've made mistakes in this they've made factual errors in the presentation actually, but not
they said that before about this game.
okay.
Not the first time they've shown.
Are you interested in this game at all? Because I
Yeah,
I
isn't
don't
it
even
from
know
the
what's
people who
happening.
made Dishonored?
Oh yes, okay. Arcane
Yeah,
should be good.
yeah.
I'm okay.
As
check
someone
it
who's
out.
completed both Dishonored 1 and Dishonored 2, yes, I am interested in their follow-up.
You honor them
I do.
with your dedication.
Mm-hmm.
Then they showed Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition.
Yeah, that is just a waste of everyone's time. What's next?
It's bad. I don't want to I don't
What are you
remember.
doing with that in the middle of this?
Yeah, there's a few of those.
It's
Well,
like,
maybe no.
okay,
That's
what's the point? What's
Yeah.
the point?
I
I mean,
don't
I mean, if you love that game, great. More power to you. But you probably already played it.
Then you have. I mean, there's a little section here where you're like, okay, these are fine games, I'm sure, but maybe not in like the big the presentation right before we do the pre-orders. They had Oddworld, Soulstorm.
Mm-hmm.
Soulstorm is not a great name, I feel. Did we talk about this already?
No.
No. Why don't you think Soulstorm is not a great
It
name?
seems like the most generic.
It's also not really the
video
name.
game.
It's Oddworld Soulstorm.
That's what That's what
I know,
said.
but I'm
Yeah.
saying it's got the Oddworld in front of it.
It's just like such a if you had a random name generator for video game titles, like I need like some fucking bullshit word in my title. this would come up like 20% of the time, I feel. Soulstorm, not the Oddworld part. Anyway, I don't know. It looks all right. I don't know that I would put it in my big reveal trailer. Not my reveal trailer, but my last trailer before pre-orders. But all right. And then Five Nights at Freddy's. Is that like...
Five Nights at Freddy's is a big deal.
Is that is that people getting fired up? People watching
That's a big deal.
these
That was
events?
my son. My son was screaming.
Does he have $500 for this?
Not only that, but we had to watch the trailer and then pause it at
They
certain
didn't even fucking
parts.
show anything.
Oh,
I missed it.
He knows everything there is to know. He's read all the books.
Wow.
He has toys. He built his own Five Nights at Freddy's pizzeria in his room.
Oh my God. I hope he's
It's
up
like
to code.
4 feet by 3 feet. It's gigantic. He built it out of blocks and cardboard, and he spends all of his time adding on to his little creation. I should take a picture and send it to you. And yeah, and he knows everything. He's played all the games. So Five Nights at Freddy's for a certain group of people, like my son, is a very big deal.
That's great. He's got a lot of disposable
It's never
income.
been on. Well, no, it is on. The old games are on the Switch, but this is the first new game coming to a console.
Nice. All right. Well, that's great.
Yeah, it's like we had to pause it, and be like, "Wait, that's so and so. Oh, that's so and so. Oh, there's voices."
Freddy.
Okay.
All right. Then they showed Demon Souls, which is a PS5 exclusive.
Yes.
How come when the guy was playing it, well, whatever, when they showed the fucking gameplay video, guys like swing it one shot, the guys go down. When I play these games, it's like one shot, I go down.
When have you played those games?
I've tried them out just to see what the hype is about. I feel like it's fake news in these trailers.
You're fake news.
People are excited about Demon Souls. Not
I know
us
people are buying this console for Demon Souls.
Sure.
I don't know. I never understood I'm going to buy a console to replay a game I already played once.
Right.
I've done that before.
I haven't. I don't know. It's just weird to me. I mean, I get it if they said Demon Souls 2, like a true sequel to Demon Souls, not the other one, Dark Souls.
Right.
Like, and it's a whole new game. And like, this was my favorite game on the PlayStation 3. I can't wait to play the new one. I'm going to buy a console for it because they are coming out on the same date. I'm on board with that. I understand that. But here's $560 so I could play something I already played once again.
Is it $60 or $70?
It's $570 plus tax. Here's $600.
Wait, I don't think the the Five Nights at Freddy's game is $70, is it?
The Five Nights at Freddy's game is also coming out on the PlayStation 4, so I don't care.
Oh. It's probably not $70 on that.
No, it'll probably be like $40 is going to be my guess.
Right.
I mean, people could be excited about this. It's a beloved game. They need something to play in their new consoles because it's slim pickings every console launch, right? Particularly this one, it seems like it's even slimmer.
It does seem, well, of course, because of COVID.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
That's,
Yeah, it does seem super slim for both consoles.
I mean, the biggest release is the Spider-Man DLC, basically the extended game DLC.
That's the biggest release probably for the PlayStation 5, sure.
In both.
And for the Xbox.
Yeah.
No, Xbox has Assassin's Creed.
Touche.
Mm-hmm.
Point proven. Then after Demon Souls, they showed the PlayStation Plus collection, which is backwards compatible PS4 games that you can download on PS5. I don't know what that is.
They could have paused
And said what that is.
Here's a couple slides of what this actually means.
Right. No, figure it out. Just download the games and maybe pay or not. Who knows?
Right.
Probably pay. I'm guessing pay.
There might be info out there on it now. I don't know.
Jeff Keighley probably knows. Just ask Jeff Keighley.
Keighley probably does.
Yeah.
He's like, I bet it's this. Is it this, Sony?
Right. They should have just ended that presentation with, and just hit up Jeff Keighley on Twitter for any further questions. Thanks for watching.
I think they did.
They did. That's how it ended. No, actually, how it ended was the price reveal. And it was $400 for the discless
Stop calling me that.
and $500 for the disc full.
Thank you.
Yes, I don't know why the disc drive is really like worth $100 somehow.
Yeah.
I guess
Sure.
no
No,
way.
it's a price play there.
Yeah, it's just so they can say they have a $400 option. And they're going to try to make as few of those as possible and still say they have it. Right? Is that accurate, Chip, or no?
They're going to see how they go. I mean, traditionally the discless systems have not done particularly well, right? If you give people the option, they go
Okay.
for the one that plays the games that they can buy anywhere.
But it's $100. That's, I don't know.
It's $100. I it would be a fine system for plenty of people.
Yep. Let's see. And so that was it. That was the presentation.
Well, they had God of War at the end, right?
A teaser of God of War.
They showed a logo.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Look
This
good.
is me doing the logo, doing
It
an
looked
Omega.
good. Yeah, it might have been more of a circle, like a snail type of logo.
It goes
this
like
time.
it goes around, in and out.
I think it was more like a snail this time.
Yeah,
It was invocative of the Omega symbol, but
I don't know that. Yeah, when they don't show the game, it's supposed to come out. When did they say? Next year?
they said, "Hey, remember, PlayStation 5, we're gonna have God of War."
Right.
Is what they said.
I feel like they showed some game, and I felt like it wasn't
Remember when
coming out.
Nintendo said, "Hey guys, remember we got Metroid coming"?
How's that? It's great, right? It's going. How's that going? Almost done. Any day now. It's like the Cheap Ass Gamer website upgrade. We have a
You
lot
haven't
in
talked
common.
about that in a while.
I know, but I'm seeing some screenshots now.
You should put a logo out.
That's it. We did. All right, so that was it for the conference, and then magically Jeff Keighley started tweeting that, hey, it sounds like the pre-orders are going to go live like now, tomorrow, or now.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow. Oh, maybe now. Actually, I'm hearing now-ish. And then they went up, and then they went down.
I don't know. It's too much, too fast.
What do you mean?
Pain in the ass. I like at least knowing, like, yeah, I don't know. I like that the Xbox One is on the 22nd. It gives me time to think about it.
What?
Isn't that what
You
it
haven't
is?
had time to think about this for
No, well, I'm
like, a
dealing
year
with my
now?
own issues right now, but no, yes, no. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get an Xbox either, which kind of sucks, but
oh.
whatever. I wasn't expecting my son to have surgery that required specialists that we're figuring out now still with the insurance company how much I need to pay.
Gotcha.
So
Will
getting
they
any
take an
console.
Xbox One X in trade?
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, the hospital. I might be buying an Xbox One X or a PlayStation 5, but a plastic surgeon's going to be able to use it. I think it's what
You're
happens.
buying it for somebody else. Is what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see. I'm still trying to figure out how much that's going to be. And then we'll talk about consoles.
Well, just keep following Jeff Keighley.
That's certainly understandable.
Sucks.
Good. The good news is there's no games to play on them.
I know. That's why I keep saying, well, this game will be out on this. This game will be out on that. I could still play Assassin's Creed. I could still play Cyberpunk. I
Yep.
could still play Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yep.
So,
I'm glad
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's was included there.
yes. Oh, no. It's. I'm going to hear about it literally every day until there's a launch date. Do you know when it's coming out? I don't know when it's coming out. Do you know how much? I don't know how much it's going to be.
When
So,
does he care
Ship,
how
is the
much it's gonna
pre-order
be?
situation always this bad every year? I mean, every console launch? Does it matter even if they
I
tell
think
you
the
when it's going to be?
PlayStation 2 was probably the worst. I feel like the PlayStation 2
Well, you couldn't
was
even
the
get
worst.
those.
You couldn't get it anywhere, and I had to, mine came with Armageddon on DVD, and I had no choice
I remember those.
from Amazon.
Hey, it was okay. You did
They
it right.
came with Ridge Racer,
Mhm.
Tekken, and Armageddon on DVD. And the only game I wanted out of that was Tekken,
Well,
and I had
Got
to
it.
get it from Amazon.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
you didn't miss a thing.
No, there you go. That was clever. I get it.
As far as like since we've been in the online
Right.
sphere. Like PS2 really wasn't in the
Correct.
hey, we're pre-ordering online.
Oh no, but I'm the question of what was the worst. I'm like that was the worst.
Sure.
This is not that much different situation than anything recently. Like any like Switch pre-orders, those were a bit of a nightmare to get. They like particularly like the first day something goes up, it's been terrible to get. Um, so I think it's a little bit worse because they didn't make as many this time just because of COVID. So
And you like to have a little
One,
date and time heads up about when the pre-order is going live. At least like, nah.
I think it's going to be worse to get the Xbox because everybody is prepared to get it.
I remember, and
Could
I
be.
bet you don't, Chibi, but I remember you coming by my office in the city and going, "We gotta go now." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? We gotta go and get PSPs. I know where they have them."
Where do we go? Where do they have them?
I think it was at a GameStop not that far from my office.
Did we get them?
Yeah, we got them. We each bought one.
Nice.
Uh-huh. But I remember that. You were very excited. And,
Well.
and I didn't even think about it. And then afterwards went home and my wife's like, "What did you get?" "The PSP. It's gonna be the biggest thing."
The golden years.
Yep.
Now there's no thrill. You're just like trying
Yeah.
to get your address typed into the fucking thing quick enough before
Yeah,
the...
exactly.
That's the key is you just need to have all your info in your account prior to this.
Oh yeah, I pre-filled this contest winner's address into my Amazon account and
That
my
work?
Best Buy account so that I could do it. And of course, those two didn't go live, and then I wound up getting it through Target and just entering it in, but I made it. Go me. I didn't order one for myself though. I don't know. It's hard to get
It'll be
excited.
fun.
That thing is ugly too. I'm sorry. That
You're
PS5.
ugly.
Well, yeah, okay, but I'm not asking you to spend money on me. You know, that thing is not.
Yeah, who wants something that's tall, slim, and white?
I'm not defining any. I'm not arguing with you.
I'm talking about you, not the console.
I know. I'm not
Okay.
arguing with you. It's not a great looking. I mean, I don't know. I feel like form follows function, and like, what the fuck is that thing? You know what I'm saying? Like the Xbox looks like a computer because it's a fucking computer. PlayStation looks like, as Wombat says, Tony Stark's house or Avengers Tower, depending on how you have it
Depending on what position
oriented.
you have it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, and I like weird designs, but when they showed it today, at least the way they demonstrated it, it was not visually appealing to me in that conference.
It's not a aesthetically pleasing console. But I'm sure the games it'll run will be aesthetically pleasing.
It gives them a good opportunity when they revise the console for a redesign. Could look drastically different.
True.
Hopefully. And that's when we move in, Wombat.
I'll get it in that Spider-Man game.
Right. Yeah. It's hard. I don't know. But anyway, I'll get it eventually. And we'll see how good we'll see what the situation is. I don't know. Apparently we're just giving them away. I don't get to get one. I'm just buying them from other people. I'll get one. All
Could
right.
be worse.
I want to win one. How come I can't win one?
Have you retweeted from video game deals?
I don't think I'm eligible to win.
Pretty sure you're eligible.
Oh my God, we had so many retweets for that first contest.
Do you pick the winners? Is the store bond?
No, Thorbon doesn't.
So you can enter.
It's okay. It's not going to look very good. People go crazy when we announce the winners for the contest. I had a winner. I had to do a contest. Usually Thorbon handles all the contests, but once in a while, like the Best Buy ones I do, and some other ones that once in a while I do. We had one where we had 5 winners. I left a letter off one of the winners' names. I contacted all the winners privately and everything, but when I posted the winners, I left off one letter on the guy's name. So if you clicked on the thing, it would show like some shitty account that obviously wasn't active, and people were like, "Rigged contest! Look what's happening! This is all bullshit." I was like, "I'm sorry, like I cut and pasted 6 names and I fucked one up." And Thorbon's like, "Yeah, people get very They check on those winners to make sure there's no nonsense. So Wombat, no, I am not eligible to win anything.
Am I eligible to win?
No. People will fucking flip out.
Let them flip.
Let's move on.
Yes.
We're done. Are we done with our Sony wrap up analysis?
So.
Shipwreck. Anything to say about the launch so far? Anything? We covered it all.
I think we did it.
We did it.
I'm looking forward to finding out more about this console that I pre-ordered.
Right. Wombat, start entering those Taco Bell contests. You can win.
For Xboxes, right?
Yeah, Xbox for Xbox. Got to win. Win something. I'm trying to win. Let's move on to news No, that's not what it's called. This is an old outline format. Let's move on to Wombat's Fortnite. What is it called?
Oh, Wombat's Fortnightly News.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've been playing more Fortnite.
Have you been playing more Marvel's Avengers though, or are you bored? Like I
Well,
am?
here's the thing. Actually, this is a good Marvel Avengers story.
Okay.
So I want to play more, but I'm still sort of annoyed about the fact that the game lost all my skins or hasn't patched them back in yet, which they say they're going to at some point.
Pretty sweet solution.
But I did want, because I like them, those pre-order skins. Those are nice skins. But since I got the game for free through Verizon, thank you, Verizon.
Right.
I didn't get the pre-order skins. You get the Verizon skins, which are
the worst skin.
Which are the worst skins I've ever seen.
Except for Miss Marvel's skin.
Yeah, I like Miss Marvel's skin too.
It's not horrible. The other ones, like...
Yeah. The Iron Man one it's like he looks like Canadian Iron Man.
Right.
But it's not terrible. Anyway, I went and I posted on the Discord channel, like, where's the best place to get the pre-order skins? And someone said, just check eBay. You might find it cheap.
Right.
And I went and I looked on eBay, and they were selling them all for about $5
Okay.
for a pre-order code. And I was like, maybe if no one buys them, I'll wait like a week or two and they'll drop. Because people are like 200 sold. I'm like, okay, people are just stockpiling these pre-order codes somehow. I'm not asking too many questions. And I waited, and I got an email from eBay because I looked at a product and they track everything. I got an email today saying, you looked at this product. Here's $5 off if you want that product still. On a $5, and it was $5.95. So I paid $1.50, and I got the pre-order skins for
it worked
the
out.
Avengers Day.
I'm so glad, Wombat.
And it was digital delivery, so I got them today. I bought it today and got it today.
Everything's coming up, Wombat.
I know. I think $1.50 is a pretty worthwhile impulse buy to have a Hulk that doesn't look like an asshole in that game.
I can tell you what I'm not doing.
What?
Spending $15 on any fucking skin in that game.
No. I would not. No, but to spend $1.50 for 6.
It's fine. I find the game kind of boring. I appreciate that they went to great depths to make the combat deep.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, it really just feels like Destiny. Like they just looked at Destiny and said, okay, where can we plug in Avengers? How can we plug in Avengers to this? And that's it. And so whenever I do anything in that, I just see Destiny, walking around the helicarrier.
The Destiny problems are there. It does feel too much like it. The vendors and if they got rid of all of that and just made it a straight ahead game.
Yep.
We'd be talking about how great it is.
Where would the Avengers buy their stuff then?
Exactly. In their house. It's
buy stuff in their house? They just go on Amazon?
Seriously. It's their house. And there's someone in their house going, what? You need new pants? You could go to your closet and get new pants, but I'm going to charge you because this is technically your closet. I live in your closet.
Right. You
want new pants, it's $15. So, it's kind of dumb because it doesn't make sense in that regard. It's literally their house, and then someone's like, what? You need a new spine, Hulk? You want a new Hulk spine?
That's what I mean.
$10.
It's just
$10, Hulk.
I stopped playing it. I just rather watch something on HBO Max or whatever. Mm-hmm. One of those shows or
I don't know. I've been playing because they were kind enough to send me a code. The remaster of Kingdoms of Amalur on the Xbox.
That looks like they didn't remaster it very much. I gotta say, from what I've seen,
I think they did a pretty good job
it looks good.
on how it looks. Yeah, I mean,
Like
that
on a
game,
scale of 1 to 10, how would you rank the visuals on that game?
the visuals, I would probably give like an 7.8.
Or
That's what I
a
would say.
fine ranking?
Yes, it still has it's because it looks kind of cartoony, so you can get away with some visual jank. I think the landscapes could use some work, but the character designs are very nice. How's that?
Okay, that's good.
Is that fair?
Yes.
Also, the game is a lot of fun to play. It's
Wow.
overwhelming with the amount of loot you get in that game. And like you figuring out what to keep and what not to keep, and what you've upgraded your skills on what weapons you should be using.
Did you finish that game the first time?
I didn't. I didn't
Oh,
get nearly.
okay.
I didn't finish that game when it first came out. I actually didn't get very far in it the first time it came out for whatever reason. I stopped
weird.
playing it.
I figured
I'm-
that would be a game you beat like 3 times.
No, I barely scratched the surface in it. I'm already further in it now than I was originally. And this game, I think, has like DLC on it. Whatever the DLC was when that game first came out.
Right.
Because I don't remember at all there being a Kingdom of Rock people. Unless I just skipped that completely.
Could have been.
Yeah, I did the whole Kingdom of Rock people storyline over the weekend, which I had never seen before, so that was all new to me. So that game's a lot of fun. If you never played it, I recommend it. And if you didn't get very far in it the first time, I recommend it. But if you already finished it, then you probably don't need it. But it's very good. I think it's a really good remaster. It's a lot of fun.
I saw that they also put this game out as one of those Xbox One, Xbox 360 cases.
Oh, that's funny.
So it's already been out this generation, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And that version, I think, is at Walmart for like $12.88 because it's Walmart. But how much is this remaster, and is it worth?
I think it's like 40.
Okay, so is it worth the 40, or would you suggest going with the 12.88?
I mean, that's a tough call. You probably could get away with the 1288 and be fine. But if you want the better visuals and more stuff,
7.8.
like there's a whole chest full of. I remember when this game came out and all the store specific pre-order bonuses. Remember those? Remember when that was a thing? There's a chest in the first town, and you open it up, and it has everything that was one of those pre-orders at all the different retailers.
Oh man, you get like the Circuit City gear. And everything.
Yeah, whatever they were offering at the time, and if you know, you know. And I had it was a nice little laugh to myself when I saw all that nonsense in there. So,
All right, so let's move on.
Yep.
I think that's it for your fortnightly news.
yeah, Kingdoms of Wildlore, thumbs up.
There was a big Apple event today. Did you guys watch any of that, or
Nope.
interested in any of those products and/or services? Cheaper iPads, cheaper Apple Watches, and Apple Fitness.
I'm interested in the one subscription service because it's cheaper than what I'm currently paying
Right.
for all the different things.
Yeah, they seem to be doing a pretty good job with that in terms of the pricing. I'm interested
The
in
watches,
that fitness thing.
I haven't looked at the hardware stuff too much. The watches, I see that they're trying to sell the sleep tracking.
Okay, I didn't see that, but
I
okay.
can't figure out when you charge your watch.
Yeah, I don't know. Right. I don't wear my watch to sleep. Certainly.
No, because you'd wake up in the morning and you go, oh,
Time
damn
to
it, I
charge the
forgot
watch."
to charge my watch.
Right.
So
Yep.
Apple Fitness, I guess I'll try that out.
Yeah,
as
that
part
seems
of my
good.
subscription.
I like that for my rower. Let's move on to the CAG bag. Very important question here from @NightsEternal. Real question for guys to answer. Do you use the hole in the front of your underwear, also known as the fly, when you have to pee? Or do you just unzip and pull them down? This is based off a discussion I heard on another podcast, and I couldn't believe anyone used that hole. Who used
I
the
use
hole?
the hole.
You
I
use the hole?
Yeah, well, I mean, on boxers, yeah, because it's like,
Most of my
easy.
Mack Weldon underwear does not have the fly. I
That's
have the
true.
sport
On the Mack
underwear.
Weldons, sometimes you got depends on the ones. Like some of them I have the fly, some of them are a little bit more of the pull down method, but it really is whatever's easier for whatever I'm wearing.
Shipwreck, you use the fly or no?
No, that's only there
Never.
for like, oops. Like there's nothing.
Oops, what do you mean oops?
It's like, oops, I'm outside of my underwear now.
Yeah, but why is it there though?
because I don't know.
You
I
want
wish
it?
it
People
was.
want oops.
No, I don't want oops.
So why is it there?
Well, because people apparently some people use it.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it's always in like some underwear have like little buttons and everything down there,
Yes.
and I can't imagine like I'm going to unbutton my underwear to
No.
go to the restroom.
I sit down when I pee now because I find I don't pee on the floor.
That's going to be really hard to use that hole then.
Yeah, I don't use the hole. I don't have a hole because I only Mack Weldon sport ones. I don't know what
I don't
they're
know,
called.
but
I
I'm
forgot.
like, if I'm wearing jeans, I'm gonna just zip down my fly and probably use the hole.
Wow. Really? You don't even
Yeah.
unbutton the top button?
No.
Huh.
It's like a unfurling.
Right. It takes like a few minutes to get it out. Yeah, like that, like a baby arm.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. I think my wife appreciates that I sit down now. The floor is a lot cleaner. At Hufferstel says, now that xCloud is out, do you think any of you will be using it? I was part of the preview program and I can't believe how well the tech works. And similarly, at Carl Kramer writes, I know you guys are all iPhone users, but do you have any Android devices to try out the Xbox Game Pass streaming stuff? I don't have much interest in any of that, personally.
I don't either. I mean, you don't go anywhere, GP,
Right.
So
Who is now?
Like if
Nobody's
you're
going
somewhere,
anywhere.
you're not looking to play a game.
Well, I don't have a
Right.
Android device, so it doesn't matter.
Right. If only they sent you one of those fancy Game Pass
I know
kits,
they didn't.
Wombat.
I'm not on their list. Who do I
How do you-
contact? Cheapy, get on that.
I don't know. Why am I on it?
Cheapy, get on that.
I didn't get it either.
Get on that.
Just call Major Nelson and go, hey, Major.
Hey, you.
Hey, Major, how do I get on the list to get free electronics? He always said, like, don't make a fuss. If you want something, just ask me personally, Xbox's Major Nelson.
Mm-hmm.
Xbox Live's Major Nelson.
I don't think he ever said that.
He did.
Okay.
Not about you specifically, but I remember it was like 10 years ago.
Mhm.
I think the offer's still fine. I think the point was like, don't bitch about something. Now, you weren't bitching about anything. Well, you were in the Discord, but not on the show, I'm saying.
Not legitimately.
Not in public. You weren't, no.
That was a joke in the
I
Discord.
know, that's fine. You can say whatever. Look, hey, everybody wants free shit to come to their house. Who doesn't?
I didn't even complain.
I didn't say you did complain. Well, I did say that, but I did mention I was kidding. Anyway, let's do some more of CAGbag. This is a good question for Shipwreck, I feel. At The Death of Fun asks, do you think all these limited run prints of games will hurt or help game collecting down the road?
I don't think they hurt anything, certainly. I mean, it's more things to collect for people. I don't know if they'll truly retain their value. Right now, they seem to be doing quite well. But I have to wonder, like, there's just so many of them for every indie game that comes out now, and you have to wonder if there's truly a market for them down the road when people aren't just buying them because they're limited, like they actually want to play something.
It's hard to say. It's like buying stocks. Nobody knows.
I don't think you're probably not gonna lose a ton of money by doing it. I think if you're into buying them for reselling them down the road, you're probably fine for the most part, but some of them you might lose some and some of them you might win some.
Makes sense.
Truthfully, I bought pretty close to the first, I don't know, almost 100 limited run games.
What?
Yeah. I think it's pretty close to that. I think I have almost like the entire like first 100, and then I'm like, this is dumb. Why am I doing this?
I don't know why he did it 100 times.
It took me that long.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 99 times.
That's a lot.
But I mean, they still sell out every time, and I haven't bought one for, I don't know.
Even without you, they're still selling out.
Yeah, there's still plenty.
Right. They're doing plenty. Oh wow. Okay. All right.
I think they started charging more for them too, though.
Well,
I
that's a
think
good
they
idea.
started like at first it was just like here's these games. They're like I don't know, $30.
Right. Then they have to start making special editions like
And then
everybody
there's like
else, right?
yeah, we have like the special editions of the limited run games, and not just limited run, but there's like 5 or 6 other companies that do these now. And then they're like now we have the collector's edition of the limited run games. Now we have the patches and the enamel pins and the t-shirts and the
They like
hats, and it's
making
like
money. It's hard to
yeah,
ban
and
them.
people are buying it. It's good for
Sure.
them. Good
Yeah,
for
of
them. But
course.
it got to the point where it's like, all right, I'm not really into it for you to make money. Like
This is
I was
getting
kinda like,
intense.
right.
All right. Last question here from @SkyStriker. He says, "What do you guys think of GameStop announcing payment plans to purchase the new consoles? And do you think it will help people to buy the new consoles from them?" Well,
They have
Xbox is,
payment plans on everything.
yeah, these days literally everything. But Xbox don't they have their own in-house payment plan for the new
Yeah, $35 or $25 a month, and that comes with the whatchamacallit, the Game Pass.
Ultimate?
Yeah, that's a good deal.
So yeah, I absolutely do think it will help people. These payment plans in general will help people pay for these new consoles. I don't know specifically if that's going to help GameStop, but it couldn't hurt, right? And it's not like you have to worry about GameStop going out of business or something. Like I saw people write about that on Twitter, like they're not going to get their consoles. These are all outsourced programs. Like you're not, these are like you're sending your payments to a bank somewhere. I think not GameStop headquarters, right, Chip? Or am I wrong?
I have not looked at the financing options at GameStop.
No, you're not financing your consoles. I heard it was a pretty decent deal for the
seems
Xbox.
like a good deal for the Xbox ones.
I think someone did the math. I think you wind up saving like $30 or something like that all in.
It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
20 or $30 is what I saw, but that's assuming you don't forget to make a payment or something else along those lines.
Right. Yeah, it's good. Why not? Got these payment plans on everything else. All right, I think that's it. We made it to the end of our too much PlayStation episode.
What?
Not too much. Just the right amount of PlayStation.
It was, yeah.
A lot of talking, though. My voice hurts. Let's remind everybody, go to feels.com/CAGcast to get 50% off their first order with free shipping. Don't leave yet, because I'm going to raid the best DJ in the world, DJ Craze.
I was gonna say I'm not on another stream DJ right now.
No, and it's going to be awesome, and we're all going to run in there and yell cheap ass gamer, and then he's going to say cheap ass gamer on the stream, and then I'm going to record it, and it's going to make my year. That's the plan. So let's remind everybody to follow us on Twitter @GPD, @NewWombat, @Shipwreck, @Video Game Deals for our new contest. Win another PS5. It's crazy. And yeah, that's it.
Bread's done.